Welcome to Football Data Journal. I'm taking you today down under Australia. It's my homeland. And the jersey comes from Brisbane Roar COO Zach Anderson. Thank you very much to him. He will be joining me today to enlighten you a little bit more about the best players in Australia. Mr. Anderson, well, he's going to be showing us the matrix. Here are the details. Under 23, 3 players to follow up. Trevin from Melbourne City, Ethan Alagic from Adelaide United, Thomas Weddingham from Brisbane Roar. Well, let's see all the details. Top 3 players to follow up Australia A-League, and I have my dear guest, Zach Anderson. Mr. Anderson will bring us to the matrix. I love that Mr. Anderson thing, you know, he's Australian anyway. So, well, let's talk about, Zach, thank you very much for joining us today. And let's talk about the 3 Australians that's been selected by the Comparisonator artificial intelligence. So what I wanted to do is to also confirm what your eyes are seeing. So the 3 players being identified by the AI, are they concurring your eyes at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely. When I was, quite shocked when you sent the 3 names through that they had been picked up by the AI Comparisonator. But like I said to you, I know 2 of them very well. One of them not so well, only from matches and when we have played against him at Adelaide. But the other 2 I know very well because they both have been at Brisbane Roar. One has left now, but one is still with us. So yeah, the AI has done a great job.
Well, let's talk about first Kai Trevin, born 2001, defensive pillar for Melbourne, and impressing physical presence and good in the air. So what would you like to say about Trevin?
Yeah, no, Kai Truman is a top footballer. He was here for a long period of time. He kind of rode through the ranks here at Brisbane Roar as a defensive midfielder, filling in a lot at centre back, but he can also play at right back. But Kai is an immense talent. He's played at the youth national level. Someone that for me, when I first saw him play, he stood out on the pitch mainly because of his technique on the ball. He's a player that moves very, very well. A really strong utility player. I think that someone that every team, every coach wants to have in their team because he can play in multiple positions. But for me, his best position is probably number 6. Just the way that he moves, the way that he picks up the ball, the way that he always likes to play forward and break lines. So Kai is an amazing talent, and we were sad to see him go when he left Brisbane Roar last season to Melbourne City. But we really enjoyed having him at the football club.
Fantastic. So now let's talk about Ethan Alagic, centre mid 2003 from Adelaide United. Again, another rising star from Adelaide. So what would you like to say about him?
Yeah, Alagic comes from an amazing bloodline of talent. He's an old boy, played in the A-League as well. But like you said, Adelaide have got some fantastic
father,
players.
right? Alagic?
Alagic, yeah, he was the right back.
Yes, that's right.
He was first couple of years of the A-League, so fantastic bloodline. But he's again another rising footballer who is very, very talented on the ball, very, very silky in regards to the way that he moves. But again, he's very similar to Kai in the way that he plays in that similar position, kind of deep. But his left side is left-footed, so like with any left-footed player, they always look a little bit cleaner on the ball at times. But he's a player that I guess in contrary to Kai, where Kai plays a lot on the deck. Aligic is a player that loves to play reverse passes and switch the play. When I've watched him in the past, he's always been a player that likes to pick balls up deep and try and switch the play. So definitely a player to watch, and Adelaide have definitely got their hands on a really talented footballer.
Great. And now let's talk about Thomas Waddingham. And I think he's a homegrown talent of Brisbane Roar, right?
Yeah, Tommy. I actually gave him his first professional contract, so it's a really nice moment for me to speak about Tommy. We gave him his first professional deal last year at 18 years old. He's a player who comes from North Queensland, from where I'm from, who got brought down from Cairns. He played for our youth side, and then, as I said, got his first professional contract last year. He scored 10 goals in all competitions last year for us, and he was rewarded with national team exposure at youth level. But again, a really talented. He's a bit of an old school number 9. Not rapidly fast, but still hits 33, 34 kilometers an hour. But he's a big body number 9. I don't like to compare, but if we are to compare, it's a Mark Viduka, big-bodied, old-school number 9 that likes to hold the ball up, likes to bring other players into play, but is just very, very effective within the 6-yard box, which is where we all need our number 9s to be. So Tommy is a big talent. He's had 1 year in the A-League, and he's going into his second year. So always more difficult in your second year than your first. But we have higher hopes for Tommy that he can kick on to bigger and better things, and he's definitely a player to watch.
Mate, many thanks for joining us today. And I'm glad that Comparisonator AI is matching the eye. That's the most important part. That's why I invited you from warm Brisbane. And I just love that town, don't I? I just love Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast. What can you bring down? Gold Coast. So it's all says